All right, let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. I'm not happy right now. This is partially because I'm stubborn. It's partially because I'm stubborn. I got Weasel. I was very quickly convinced that Weasel is probably going to be better. Daniel is watching this video. I know you are. You might have been right. Weasel's pretty good. I'm enjoying him. Dr. Phosphorus, I've heard many good things about him as a damage dealer. I read through his kit already once. The sacrifice thing, but everyone says he's a good damage dealer. Let's get to the video.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here, and this is a DC Rose Collide video. In this video, we're gonna go over, well, the character that they basically stole from Batman Beyond. Just joking. Okay, so we're gonna go over Dr. Phosphorus. I have a lot of trepidation centered around sacrifice mechanics. In case you guys are new to the channel, it's why I'm not a big fan of Constantine, though I have to admit he's an amazing damage dealer. It's why I'm hesitant on characters like Weasel, because I don't like that he hurts his other team members, and it's why I'm hesitant on Dr. Phosphorus. Alex Seratorius, is he Greek? I don't know what that is. Okay. Alex S., known as Dr. Phosphorus, was a nuclear scientist who aspired to cure cancer until a run-in with the mob turned him into a sociopathic radioactive mutant. I'm going to say this. DC, y'all may want to hurry up and get the word mutant out of there. Because when I tell you, did you guys know that in the first Avengers movie, because X-Men was owned by Fox and Disney hadn't bought Fox yet, they were not allowed to use the word mutant in the movie Avengers. It was in the Marvel universe, but Fox was like, "No, that's ours." And so they had to say, when Nick Fury was talking about other humans and other like superpowered beings, he could not say the word mutants in it. And there's a cut scene, I even believe there's a cut scene of where he like says mutant is like mutant written down somewhere that they couldn't put in the movie. So I'm just saying, if they treat their own like that, because they were talking about Avengers, you can't talk about the X-Men. if they treat their own like that, DC, I'm just saying. Stick to the word metahuman. All right, anyway. So he is a agile damage dealer. Burn, sacrifice, so much sacrifice. My sacrifice. Remember that song? Remember when that was good? Yeah, neither do I. Villain, anti-hero. He's a villain and an anti-hero, I guess, Catwoman style. And then Gotham. So, let's go ahead and get into his kit. If you guys can't tell, I'm not exactly 100% convinced. I am not. And you'll see when you hear me read it. I have him in 1 HP set, 2 attack sets. And then I tried to get it was there for me to have HP on the attack pieces. I'm happy with this, not forced into it. Ranked him up to 5. We will see what happens at rank 6. But let's go ahead and start off with the basic, which hurts my spirit. Dr. Phosphorus sacrifices 10% of his current HP to attack an enemy, dealing 100% of his attack as superpower damage. Nowadays, when I see superpower damage, the first thing I think of is Mr. Terrific. However, and this is something for me to try. This is the first look. There's going to be another guide when I get him to rank 8. There's going to be like a guy. Hopefully, I'll have more experience with him and can use him better then. Dr. Phosphorus also inflicts 1 stack of burn on the enemy and 1 stack of burn on himself for 2 turns. The reason why I got curious is because Mr. Terrific does something. I'm going to write it down so I don't forget. I'm going to probably forget it anyway. Mr. Terrific does something where he transfers debuffs from his team to the other team. In his kit, Dr. Phosphorus, he benefits from the burns. So my question then becomes, does that mean that Mr. Terrific actually hurts Dr. Phosphorus, even though he's giving Dr. Phosphorus 50% more superpower damage? him running his ultimate, which I guess what should be very, very last if you're running him with Dr. Phosphorus, would that move the burns? I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to try to answer that question. Reflect is increased by 20%. I guess this is the damage that when you send it him, he sends it right back to you. I want to actually, maybe I should check the reflect stat. Reflect. So, reflect. Percentage of damage taken that is then reflected at the attacker. 0. So then when we have reflect up here, it will be 20%. So whatever damage he gets, he sends 20% back. I like that part. I do like that part. Dr. Phosphorus cannot detonate from burns, meaning like as many burns as he gets, running him against a fire team, he's not going to, the burns aren't going to detonate. So run him up against Superman DCU. See what happens. At the start of his turn, Dr. Phosphorus heals himself. This is so obnoxious to me. Heals himself for 1% of his max HP stack for each stack of burn he has, with a maximum of 3% max HP per turn. I wish that was 10 off jump, not 6 at rank 8. That's bothersome. Anyway, Dr. Phosphorus deals 100% of his attack as superpower damage to all enemies, 5% of his attack as superpower damage to all allies. So the harder he hits, the harder he's going to hit his allies when he does that. Allies cannot be defeated by this attack and will survive with 1 HP. You know what? Funny enough, I just finished Ender's Game again. Yes, I had a flashback to high school and I was like, I remember that book. Let me go back through it. Thank you, Audible. I feel like those of you who say Dr. Phosphorus is great and you like him a lot would really like the book Endgame and not understand why Ender was so upset at the end of it. I think that's kind of like, I think you guys would, this is like a deep nerd cut, but the end of Ender's Game, if you like Dr. Phosphorus, you would approve of what happened at the end of Ender's Game. Anyway, I don't want to, no spoilers on the book. No spoilers on the book that's like 50 years old. Okay. So, his affinities, you have Weasel, 7.5% attack. Bride, also 7.5% attack. And then Batman and Robin will give 5% on attack and defense. All right, so I want to run him with the Bride and Weasel. And in fact, let's go to team ups and do a basic simulation. Beginner, I always want to say basic, beginner. Who are we running into? This is actually a big plus. Thank you. We have a trait advantage. We're not going to rally anybody because we should be able to handle this. So we're going to run Bride. We're going to run Bride. Where's she at? Bride. And then they're going to be all the way at the bottom. Weasel and Dr. Phosphorus. What do I have Weasel in again? I think I have Weasel in to attack. Oh, I have him in crit. Okay. All right, so that. Next. Because of how much they hurt each other. This must be a very funny show. Because of how much they hurt each other, I'm going to go ahead and put in Kid Flash. I kind of don't want to because Kid Flash could very easily like take over a match. And then I need one more tank. Let's see. If they're trying to put out Burn, I want it, or actually, let's do the Mr. Terrific thing first. And then put Mr. Terrific at the end of that order. We can't run Mr. Terrific here, though I give the superpower damage because the tank in Bride prevents that. But I want to know if he will remove the burns from Dr. Phosphorus and put them on the other team. Okay. Next, we need one more tank in order for little Pudgy Weasel to be okay. I'm tempted, because my other issue is I'm trying to genuinely make it so that these two don't like take over the show. I want to see what Dr. Phosphorus does. I want to... Ooh. I do also want to see if this happens. So let's switch this up. He should have a couple of burns by that point. we are gonna probably die. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Oh, and I would love to go over the badges, by the way, for Weasel and for Dr. Phosphorus, but just be aware, badges don't unlock until rank 6. So he has, wait, is that a special kind of burn that he has? Okay. Albeit, I would have loved if and maybe I still could. I think I have a Superman team, but no, but they're too strong. This is why we need to be able to go visit older teams that we played against, older PVE content, so we can try out our characters. So far, it feels like we've done no damage. Now, he doesn't have. I'm guessing this burn that's on him right now is just from his own, like, putting burns on himself. We're going to see what the damage looks like at the end of all this. Okay. I think I'm okay with it going this way. I'm not a fan, though. I'm not a fan, though. Let's be real, in that moment when I was drinking the coffee, I almost spilled that stuff all over myself. I'll be real. Behind the curtain. Let's go. Now, I'm not. I guess the best thing to do is compare his damage to Weasel. I'm not expecting them to outdamage Terrific or Peacemaker. Okay. Like, it feels like we've done no damage. I'm not gonna say who, but someone said that Weasel's ultimate looks like my ex at a buffet. So you guys ended on good terms, huh? Oh man. Okay, so what was the damage looking like? So yeah, they're right on par with each other. Half of what, less than half of what Terrific did, of course. More than what Peacemaker did, actually. Okay, that's kind of surprising. Even though he's really far back, I would expect him to hit harder as a legendary. Like, say, oh my god, bro. All right, so now we had like about 1.1 million for both of them running Mr. Terrific. Now, what I would do, I have to have a tank out there, 2 tanks. So this does limit me if I'm trying to use their team synergy, which is, just so you guys know, we'll show it. The team synergy I'm trying to use in this trio. At the start of battle, the front row ally with the highest max HP becomes Weasel's buddy. Weasel can only deal 1 HP of damage to his buddy and will always target them with just a nibble. Anytime his buddy is damaged, Weasel gains 1 stack of hard hit, right? Now, just a nibble is one of his attacks where he takes a bite. He's supposed to take HP from his ally. Oopla. Is this just a nibble? No, Wild Beast. He gloms onto the front row ally with the highest percent dead up, dealing 5% of his attack physical damage and healing Weasel for 20%. So he'll still heal for 20%, but he won't attack for the 5. And then if no front row allies, okay, that's fine. So there's that. I'm going to remove you. He's going to heal himself based off this. Okay. Dr. Phosphorus seems like he's the one who's going to have issues with survival. I don't know that the bride has a self-heal thing, per se, in her kit. Trying to remember. Nope. The bride now heals herself for 50% of the amount of HP lost whenever the bride is damaged by an ally or has her HP sacrificed. Yep, and this is why I was trying to run it with Constantine. So he's going to burn, but that's his own HP that he's burning, not necessarily hers. But this is why I wanted to run them with Constantine. But if I put Constantine in here right now, this team melts. It will kill itself. Because I will have no heals. It'll be a fun exercise. It'll be funny. I'm going to try to leave it like this, just to see how they would go. Just see how they would go. And then, but normally there, I would put like Constantine in the front, Dr. Phosphorus second, unless Dr. Phosphorus was rank 8. Oh, it skipped battle? What kind of damage did we do then? The bride fell. Yo, they improved. Dr. Phosphorus got up to 1.4 million. Weasel got up to 1.7. Albeit it might be because the bride fell. Okay. Oh, okay. I kind of wanted to see that battle though. I didn't want to like. So his burn on himself isn't a debuff that can be transferred. It's a yeah, exactly. It's a I think that's why it's green like that. I could not transfer it from. It's terrific. Then again, because of Weasel, if you want to run Dr. Phosphorus without Weasel and then remove the tanks, I think he does go with Mr. Terrific because of superpower, increased damage, team synergy. Yeah, I think you could do that. All right, so let's remove skip battle because I kind of want to see how this goes. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I will continue my research on Dr. Phosphorus and Weasel for that matter. I'm kind of, as much as I was trying to pull for Vigilante and I need Vigilante, getting those two alongside the bride will allow me to at least see what this other team is all about. I made so many jokes and have so many complaints about the sacrifice mechanic and how I won't use those characters. Let's see. I could be wrong. I could be outright wrong. He working a burn team for sure. You think so? Because he's not putting out any burns. He would work against a burn team for sure. Like burn teams would hate him. Okay. As a matter of fact, it would be one of those things of where if he gets burned from the enemy, Mr. Terrific could transfer the rest of the burns for the rest of the team back and just ensure that Dr. Phosphorus is the only team member with burns. Okay. Vial of Velcron's blood on Constantine. No, man, that has to stay with Batman. I've been disrespectful to my favorite character long enough. I have to be sure that he's on point. All right, so the next try would be with Zatanna. She does provide additional crit and she does provide additional heals. So, chop, chop, chop. So the bride did make it until like basically the end. If she falls now, then I can't say that really like changed her damage up. Then again, maybe we just got bad RNG the first time. So let's see. Bop, bop, bop. You put him in the front so he gets hit and burns the enemy. Ooh, there's another good one. That's not a bad shout at all. I wouldn't do that now, though, because I don't think he's strong enough to do it. I think he's going to get laid out real quick. That was a lot of damage from Peacemaker. All right, so let's see where we're at now. That time the bride survived, so we might have just had a bad RNG break the last time. He still did 1.7 million, and then he did 2. He still outpaced the bride. I want Adam West Batman and Robin season. I would agree. Have a pow pow bam. That would be awesome. Okay, so he's doing damage. He's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. He's doing the thing. I'm gonna run him with Zatanna one time instead of they got Constantine in there right now, right? Just because that gives us additional heals and it gives him crit, so he should hit harder. And then we will call this a video. All right, so Zatanna, there she is. Wait, and I don't need Zatanna to go any earlier. Albeit, let's put Bride up here. Let's have her command her team. All right, fight. Oh, you think that Rune says that he thinks that Dr. Phosphorus is going to be changed from a DPS to a tank. I don't see that happening, but possible. Because of the ability of when he gets hit, he does damage. He reflects damage. Possibly. But honestly, Red Hood is the same thing. He has this revive mechanic that's really, really awesome. So people run him as a pseudo tank. You have the same thing with. I mean, Wonder Woman has this crit damage reduction that she has. You run her as a pseudo tank. Sorry, I'm trying to save this spider on my desk. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to kill him. I just want him to be off my desk. Get away, get away. Get away. Nope. You're running towards danger. You're running towards danger. I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna let you out. We're almost done recording. You're running towards danger. This is like survival of the fittest at its best. Don't get killed by the giant. Okay, anyway. So I think they'll probably leave him DPS. Because if they were gonna, I don't know if they're gonna do a full on class change like that. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do a full on class change like that. So, open the bride revives. One thing they could do is that when the bride revives, let her revive with like 50% health instead of like 1. Gotta run away from danger. I'm just saying. What's up, danger? Like, what are you doing? Why are you running towards the giant who can kill you? Go that direction, bro. You got 8 eyes. Use 2 of them. Go that way. All right, so let's see. All right, so the bride fell at the very end. So give her 1/6 extra damage. All right, we'll add 15% on top. I mean, they're doing okay. They lived. He lives, and that surprises me more than anything that he's alive. Yo, that's not bad. And I mean, she's not supposed to. He's keeping pace with Peacemaker. Now, to be fair, Peacemaker's at the end of the order. Like, I think I had him at 4th. And so he's not going as often as Dr. Phosphorus. So just take that with a grain of salt. Am I going to end up complaining about the sacrifice team for months and then end up liking them? Is that what's about to happen here? Okay, that's the first look. I've given the first look of Weasel. I've given the first look of Dr. Phosphorus. I've given the first look of Bride. I'm going to work on them, develop them. Down the road, I will have rank 8 guides for them. But so far, I mean, I might have to eat my words. Thank you guys for watching. Again, please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. I'll see you guys next time.